Stampers, it's Gigi with StampFunatics, and today I have this cute little box that I'm going to show you how to make. And this box was inspired by a friend of mine, Kay, who made this beautiful bee salve balm that she makes because she's a beekeeper, and she also grows lavender, and I think that was also in her balm. So she gave me a little sachet with lavender, and it was in a box similar to this, but I'm going to show you my version. And so let me show you what we're going to need today. I have this little piece of 6x6 that is in the Warmth and Cheer designer paper stack. You can see here I've just been using a ton of it. And you're also going to need a piece of real red, and it's 8.5 by 11 that we're going to cut down a little bit. We're going to use 2 colors of ink, the real red and the crumb cake. We're going to need a red marking pen. That's our Stampin' Right markers. I'm going to also need a little blender pen. We also are going to use a piece of glimmer, the Dazzling Diamond glimmer paper. And then our 2 stamp sets that we're also going to use are the Greetings from Santa. I'm going to use that Ho Ho Ho. And we're also going to use the Cookie Cutter Christmas, and I'm going to use the Santa, and also use the Cookie Cutter punch to punch out the Santa. The other punch that I'm going to use is our Santa hat punch, because I'm going to use just that little piece there for the top of his hat. And I'm going to stamp the Santa in the black Memento ink. And let's see. Oh, and then there's also the white square stitched framelets. Let me get those out so I can show you. To save time, I already cut mine. But these are the framelets that you can get that have that great stitched edging, and they come in circles and ovals and squares. And I just cut out the largest square, so that's what we're going to be using, and it's out of Whisper White paper. So the first thing I'm going to do is take our designer paper. Let's put the box over here. And I'm just going to make it under 6 inches. So I'm going to cut off a sliver and make it 5 15/16. So if you count all the tiny little notches there across your board, you're just going to go one below the 6-inch mark, and you're going to cut. And it really only takes off a slice, but I'm trying to make it the way Kay did, so I'm going to use her measurements. And then we're going to turn it, and we're going to do the same thing again. Let's see. It's really just a sliver. And there you can see. Let's see. I just wanted to show you too how to use my piercing just to lift up that little sliver and get it out of my channel there. Okay, then we're going to take this piece and we're going to score it at 1 7/16 all the way around. So again, I'm coming to the 1 and I'm going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just before the half mark. And we're just going to not cut. This time we're going to use our scoring blade. So be careful and make sure you use your scoring blade. Otherwise, you're going to have to start over. Anyway, so we're just going to take this all 4 sides. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold on those lines. I'm really not going to use my bone folder because this is designer paper. It's thinner and I don't want to get any frayed edges on it. So I'm going to take my little paper snips and I'm just going to cut up to the score line, and I'm just going to take a little notch out of it. And I'm going to do that on both sides. This just helps the box close up a little more even. And do the same thing across from it on the same sides. Go up to the score lines. There we go. All right. And then I'm just going to take my silicone mat, because I don't like to get my surfaces sticky. And I'm going to use snail. If you have something that you're going to put in that's pretty heavy, you might want to use a stronger adhesive and use your fast fuse or your tear and tape. I'm just putting a light little jewelry piece in here, so it'll be fine. Okay, so then I'm just going to match up my corners. There we go. And that's how you have your box. So now your box is ready. Okay, Next thing I'm taking is my red piece of cardstock, and this is what's going to really hold around the package. And I'm going to cut this down to 3 1/4. We'll save that for another project. And then I'm just going to come down to about 10 1/2. I don't really need the full 11 1/2 inch, so I'm just going to cut a little bit off. So yeah, that'll be it. And then I'm going to score this piece at 1 1/2, 3, 6, and then down to 7 1/2. And that ought to do it. Okay. This time I will use my bone folder though, because I really want a crisp edge on my box. Okay. And this is going to come around like this, and I'm going to glue. So let's just make sure it's going to line up. And there it goes around the box. Okay, so I think I'm going to put the shorter side on the outside, and I'm going to glue this side. So let me get my mat. This one I am going to use my Fast Fuse. And I'm going to line it around the box. And I'm not going to make it too tight because I do want it to be able to slide on and off when they open the box. So I'm just going to press that down, and see it still gives room for the box to open and to close. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp our ho ho ho. Let me get my real red ink. Okay, make sure I have it going the right way. I'm going to practice on something just to make sure. Yep, I do. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of take it off to the side a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to take my memento, and I'm going to take my little white piece of Whisper White, my Santa stamp. I'm just going to ink that up a little bit, and then go ahead and press him in. I let the ink release a little bit, so I don't yank it off right away. I just let it come off. And then I'm going to color him first, I think. So let me take my real red marker, and I'm just going to do up his hat. And his jacket. I'm really getting excited about Christmas around the corner too. I'm trying to get all my packaging done, my gift card holders done. My cards are done, so I'm feeling my head on that one. And just anything else I can think of, because I want to make sure I have nice packaging on my gifts. I always do it all year long, so when it comes to family and our friends, I really like to give them a special tags on their gifts. Okay, so we're going to take the crumb cake and we're going to just squeeze it a little and get some ink in our lid. And then take our blender pen, and I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm just going to put it on his shoes. And just to give it a little color. I didn't want it to be real dark, so I just lifted a little bit of the brown. And this is the crumb cake color. Okay, I think that'll do it. And then you want to just take a piece of paper and wipe that off when you're done so that you don't have any more ink on it. And then, oh, I did forget one thing. I took, let's see, it was the pink silhouette, pink pirouette. And I did take just a little bit of their ink and just rosied up his nose. Let me make sure you're in their camera there. And his cheeks a little, just because Santa should have rosy cheeks. And this color seemed to work good, and it wasn't too overpowering. So there you go. All right. So now we're ready to punch him out. I'm just going to slide them in my cookie cutter punch, line it up, cut it out. I love when they have a punch that goes with the stamps because it just makes it so fast. Okay. And let's see, what else am I going to need? I'm going to need that little piece of glimmer paper that I'm going to cut with my Santa hat punch. So I just have a little strip here, and I'm just going to put it in and punch that little part for his hat. And I'm going to take one of my glue dots, stick it on like this. Isn't he cute? And then I'm ready to pop him on there. And I think I'm going to do it with some dimensionals because I'd like to not have him flat. I'm going to kind of maybe even have him come off a little bit. Let me just get some of these sticker things off. Okay. And then, oops, just going to lay him on there where he looks good. And he can come off the edge a little bit because my box, I made like a little bit of a border anyway that I can go around. So now I think I'm going to pop him up on the box too. All right, and I just put some, let's see, I'm going to put one in the middle too, just so he doesn't look lopsided. And get all these little stickers off. This is a quick and easy box. It's so cute. And it can hold lots of little things, a treat, a little piece of jewelry like I'm doing. If you make homemade toffee or something, that would go great in there. Okay, so now I'm just going to put that right in the middle. Let's see if I've got it straight. Looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to press down. And there you have it. So you've got this cute little box. It's got that little plaid, which I love for Christmas time. And it looks great. I think I'm going to be making a few more of these because I have some more gifts I have to do. So I'm hoping you're enjoying the holidays and that you're not getting stressed and that you have a little time to craft just to relax. It does relax me. And you get to make up some cute little projects. If you'd like to know how to make this, I'll have it over on my blog, StampFunatics.com. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.
Ooh.